Hello there, parents. It's Dr. Hepsi Tago coming to you from the Town Square Learning Centre in Basildon, Essex, where we love teaching and we teach our children to enjoy learning. In the previous recording, I talked about the importance of Parents' Evening and why it's really important the parents make time to attend and also going well informed and prepared to get the most out of the short time you had to interact with the child's teacher. Today, I want to share 5 useful questions that you can take along with you to ask a teacher at Parents' Evening. Let's get started. Question number 1. How is my child's performance in line with your expectations? So the aim of this question is you want to find out whether your child is average, if they are above average, or they're below average in relation to the wider cohort of the year group. This way, you have an idea how much more effort and support they need to keep up to their expected standard. Second useful question to ask is about homework. So you want to be asking your teacher, how often are you setting homework? And ideally, how much time are you expecting the child to spend on this homework? So let's say if they say, homework should be taken 20 minutes and your child is getting through it in 5 minutes. You can then have that follow-on conversation about, it's taking us 5 minutes to get through it. So perhaps can we have extra tasks or more challenging tasks? And if it's taking them a little bit longer, say, up to an hour, then you can have that conversation about, I think we may be struggling. And so can we get some additional support with this homework? Third question that you can ask: how well is the child interacting in class? So are they quite vocal? Are they asking questions a lot? Are they quite reserved? And so the aim of this question is for parents to get a better understanding as to how well the children are getting on in class and if they're really following on the lessons and getting the most out of the lessons. Because we know our children have very different personalities when they're home and when they're out in public. And in as much as that we do know our children inside out, we like to think we do, there may be different environments in the classrooms that may cause them to perhaps be in the show, or perhaps they're playing up and being loud and destructive. So have that conversation so you have a better idea as to how well your child is engaging in class. If they're too disruptive, of course, then you can have a conversation with the teacher as to how best you can support and manage that. And if they're really super quiet and it's hard to engage with them, then again, you can have follow-on conversations as to different strategies, and of course, conversation with the child as well about asking for help in class when they need it. Another question that you can ask is about the social interaction. So during break time, you want to know if your child has a group of friends that they're hanging out with. You want to find out if they're usually in the corner by themselves on the playground. Children fall out all the time. And I remember there was a really difficult time for me one of the times, one of the schools I was teaching at, when one of the girls had fallen out with her friends. And this poor girl was always sat in the classroom by herself during break time. It's a tricky time for children, especially when they go into secondary school and during those teenage years. It's really important that we're having these conversations so that if there are any issues that we as parents may be missing or have missed at home, it can come to light during those parents' evening sessions and you can better support your child with the support of that teacher. One of this question that you can ask is, how can I, as a parent, support you as a teacher to support my child? Or how can you, as a teacher, support me as a parent to better support my child so they're enjoying school, they're enjoying their learning journey, and of course, they're excelling and meeting their expectations. Stay tuned for the next recording.